I certainly hope so. Okay, well, we are in Studio B, and whether you're going to a regular wedding of a friend or a family member, if you've been lucky enough to be invited to the royal wedding, it's always important to know how to behave. And etiquette expert Rebecca Black, who always knows how to behave, the owner of Etiquette Now, is joining us in studio. Thank you.
Thank you.
I feel nervous, truthfully, around you when I've interviewed you before.
Oh.
I want to make sure I'm minding my P's and Q's. But speaking of the royal couple, what do you think of the way they've behaved publicly?
Oh, actually, I think that they've behaved quite well. Yes, I just think that, yeah, I haven't seen anything that they could have done better.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems like they've really conducted themselves very classily with everything that has come their way so far.
And their wedding website is just wonderful.
It is nice.
Yes, and it doesn't really focus on the gifts, which is always nice. That's
an interesting thing, because some websites these days do kind of go there.
Yes.
And is that one of the big faux pas that you see?
Yes. If you're going to have a wedding website, use it properly. It really should be all about your wedding plans and your love story, and then your registry somewhere on page 5. On page 5,
instead of up there at the top,
like
the I want list.
Gifts,
okay,
gifts.
Let's talk a little bit about when you do go to a wedding, and there are certain things that one should never wear, and even a certain color that a woman should not wear to a wedding.
Absolutely, and we've been seeing a lot of mothers wearing strapless gowns. Oh, please, please don't even go there. I mean, even as a guest, we should not even go there. But red is the huge color that we should try to stay away from.
Because red symbolizes?
Well, stop signs.
Or it should.
Stop and see me. Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So in anything bright, we want to avoid that, because we're at the wedding to view it. We're guests. We want to be good guests. It's all about the couple. It's not all about us.
It's not your dress, people should remember.
Yes.
When you go home at the end of the night.
Yes, and unfortunately, some people, that's what it is.
We have had a lot of fun looking at the hats, because the English love to wear hats. And I'm curious to know, when people do go to the royal wedding, will the women be wearing hats inside Westminster?
They should.
They should?
Yes, yes.
All women?
All women. For one thing, it's a church and you're supposed to have something on your head, but hats were part of the dress code.
So that if one shows up without one, now we have something to watch that morning.
Yes, yes, I can't wait.
Interesting. Their reception is interesting too, in that you might be invited to the service, but not necessarily to the party afterward.
I had a big problem with that.
Because?
Because all wedding guests should be invited to the entire reception, which means the wedding breakfast and the after party.
Yeah, so that they may have perhaps crossed a line there.
But you know, we're talking the royals, and there's different etiquette involved there. However, each generation tends to change things just a little bit, so we can't just say, oh, it's tradition. Tradition does change.
Speaking of changing traditions, one thing that I think is really nice is I see a lot of couples these days putting a request for gifts to charity in lieu of a gift, in lieu of a toaster that perhaps they don't need. Do you like that?
I have issues with it. I love the idea of it's not all about me. I love that. However, gifts should be one of those things that it's a gift. We should be able to choose. So, plus if you say, oh, all I want is, you're also saying, I want.
I want, yeah, that is true.
But I do really like the idea that they want charitable gifts.
All right, well, thank you very much. We appreciate it. And wedding, of course, coming up a week from tomorrow. We'll be back right after this.